A grand hello to you beautiful souls. I hope you are all doing more than well and doing superb, or at least allowing that to be what is to be. This Lion's Gate has been calling to a lot of us souls probably since the last Lion's Gate. Though with the planetary alignments, through the ascension process that is multiplying on the planet at this time, we have a really, really strong portal that we can all use the energies for our greatest good, and then therefore doing it for the greatest good of all. So I was starting to pre-shuffle, though a lot started coming out, so I thought I'd just take off where I left pre-shuffling, and then we'll work through the rest of the questions. So we're going to call in our highest of guides, highest frequencies, highest vibrations, and highest of energies for our highest of good, for all here listening. Speak to our highest self so that our self in our current time can hear our future self speaking to us of what is to come. May the Most High work in our lives so that we can welcome this, make the space for it, and do the work that is necessary to receive this. Let us not attach to the hows, though appreciate with gratitude the cans and the wills and the ares and the ises, because it's happening. Let us receive it, let us own it, and let us be it. Let's wrap this reading in love, light, and our highest of vibration, frequencies, and energies. So I pulled the overall energy, and first we had a bright future, manifested through hard work and creativity. Partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. And then we have the Lovers. True love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. And then we have Unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. We have 10 of Summer. And we're in Leo season. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends and or raising children wisely and people you can trust. So this is like spirit talking to all of our inner child, our soul child, our soul that is the child of the divine. And a lot of us on this ascension path have been in isolation, have been very solo, though now with the multitude of people doing this work, we're starting to run into each other. And we're starting to see each other and be seen by each other. The world and the collective is ready to listen. And as we go into Leo season with this 8/8 portal, this is like the union of our awareness, finally interacting with the awareness of the divine, of our true potential, which has been suppressed for so long. And, you know, if they would have had it their way, probably forever. Though people are sick of how things are, so we're wising up and we're starting to be like, is this okay? Is this what we are okay with? Is this our life? And we've been working, all the light workers and all of those ascension tribes have been going through their own activations, their own path. And in so we're creating a huge path and it's moving forward. And that's a great thing. Okay. So you can stay organized over here. And then what is this portal supporting our divine collective with? And a lot was coming through channeling, so that's why I wanted to lay the cards out question by question, bit by bit. So what is the portal supporting us with? Grounding. And this one says nature, present, practicality, and stability. So we're grounding our stability and all that we've learned through spirituality into the physical, meaning that we're applying it, we're putting it into action. And I don't know about you guys, but like, however long you've been on this journey, though, like, it's finally like there's movement, there's like breathing room. It's not so like congested because we've broken through so much of those low vibrations that they can't stick around anymore because we're like ascending into the highers. And emotions, feelings, expressions, mood, and balance. And our mood, our energy, emotions, this is like our fuel. Like, this is our gasoline to ascension. Like, this could probably, like, if it's vibrated higher, this is the stuff that probably built some of our ancient worlds, you know? And our emotions are coming into balance. We don't have to be captive by the low vibrations anymore because we've pushed through it, like, especially since 2012. If you've been on an awakening where it was just like bam, like dropped out of your like body and like, hey, what are you doing? Wake up. And you were on that 7-year prophecy. Like, this is what we did it for. And now we're finally grounding everything that we worked for into this new earth reality. And our inner child. 17. And like, through healing our inner child, do we free our heart space? Because like, our heart is so divine, it is so pure, it works on itself, the unconscious runs it, it pumps our blood, keeps us circulating left and right. Like, that's like our essence of our innocence of the Most High. And the Most High, to me, would be unconditional love, like in its purest form, just like pumping itself at you. Like, once you can quantumly move through all the lower emotions, then you can start bouncing off the higher emotions, the higher chakras. And we have angels and masters, see, 33. And speaking of chakras, and a lot of you are coming into vibration with your higher chakras and becoming more aware of the more than the taught. Because when we remember our gnosis, we remember what is, not just what's taught to us, because it comes from within. So when we go with what we hear from within, we learn more than what is taught from without of ourselves. So the angels and the masters, you know, they've shared the same space, the same frequencies, the same realms, the same environments as us, and they are with us in our soul when our soul is in its infinite self, still a part of the whole without being in a human experience. And when we start to interact with the all that is as a whole without division and separation, we can activate our higher realms of existence into the lower. And this is bringing down from Sophia, the fall, into Shekinah. This is the two becoming one, and the balance between heaven and earth. Because nothing is outside of itself. Everything is itself, and the all contains itself through the mind. And the mind is how all that the universe is, and the universe is mental. So everything comes through and out of our mind, and it's our perception that can keep us at a vibration where we can't completely ascend out of the lower vibrations, like fear, suppression, depression, and those things. And then you have our crown chakra, which is the divine coming down, and the downloads coming through our crown down into the rest of our system through our third eye, our pineal gland, our perception. Breaking the program is through our perception, and through our perception we activate our awareness, and our awareness we remember, and then we get into our gnosis. And the Merkaba, which I love seeing and hearing, because the Merkaba is our light body vehicle, it is our balance, it is our masculine and feminine, our heaven and earth vehicle. When we work with our Merkaba, we can really activate our higher dimensional self and travel through like astral or lucid dreaming. You know, wherever you're guided. I'm not going to tell you where to go, but these are just things you could research and choose if you want to go there. And yes, 7 Merkaba, which is our heaven and earth and our communication. When our crown is highly activated and we're keeping it protected through our aura and cleansing our space and working with the divine and the higher vibrations, our communication to our higher self becomes so much more direct. And that way, and our intuition becomes so much more direct. And then our guidance becomes more focused and we can hear it better because we're listening to hear it more. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart. And, through our heart, the center of our truth. To stay in the flow of source and balance exchange. So our heart is where those feelings happen, or those emotions start to show themselves. So like, if we don't understand our emotions, we can't really get to our intuition, because if we're pushing our feelings away or not looking at them or giving them a name, then we can't change them. So if we're getting triggered with something, that means there's something in us that needs to be acknowledged. And when we do this and we heal our inner child, our communication to source becomes clearer and stronger. Because we're clearing out all those illusions, all those low vibrations. And we're wanting to communicate with the higher realms to seek connection with those higher realms. And I'm going to read these before I go too far. Merkaba 32. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. So it would be like traveling from the lower to the higher, to the as above, so below. Because when we do ascension, we do it for the whole. So there's so many parts of us that we'd like to cast and put shade and blame on. Maybe externally, or definitely externally, though those aren't places that we've healed within ourselves. So when we do shadow work and we integrate those, we notice the dark side of things. And then we say, okay, we put a name to it. Okay, that morally or like consciously, I don't know. Like, I know that that's not right because I'm paying attention to the feeling. How does it feel in my soul? You know, so like judgment, like, you know, judge not, want not. We judge another, and we've all been guilty of it. Gossip, slander, but that's such a misuse of sexual energy. So we must be like, okay, if I know that I am the all, what is inside of me that is this that I'm not acknowledging? And then that's where we can learn to start to talk to it, to heal it, to change it, to transmute it, transcend it, ascend it. And then we get to consciously, through our awareness, through perceiving and observing, witness, when we have the choice to choose how we're going to interact with something. Okay. We have 21. Diadrai. Hearing truth. And you hear that gnosis when you start to clear that inner child. So during this Lion's Gate, like, those epiphanies, those downloads, those like, whoa moments, those, anything that comes to you, write it down. Make a video so you can save it. Record it on a voice recorder. Take note of it. Anything that comes into your awareness through your sight. Observe it. Take witness of it. Look deeper. Like when you're out walking, look for the feathers And once you start looking, they're going to show themselves to you, because those are the angels. It's the higher realms interacting. They're making themselves known. There's no more space for questioning or doubting. This is full faith is in effect. Like, there's nothing but faith at this time. And all of our faith is going to, like, charge up and, like, create, like, a whole new electric, magnetic, like, currency. We're going to, like, create a whole new dimension. Like, and, like, bounce off the 5G and, like, the water and just be like, ooh. You know, there's the new planet. How about that? How about that? Pono. Immeasurable power of the heart wave. The heart is lit, like the green, the new heart. We've been given our new hearts, our new flesh heart, no more stone. Our higher heart, our heart chakra, earth heart chakra. Everything that our heart is connected to everything in existence. Our space chakra, our dimensional chakras, our 9 chakras. Our chakras connected to the elements, because our heart is receiving the one code, is receiving oneness. Like, we're actually in this, like the yellow brick road. Like, this is the new grid. Like, we're in this. Like, shift. Hey, thank you for shifting. You got this shift. 33, a child of the light. Where's that other 33? Here we go. Angels and masters. And 33 to me is always going to be like the Christ number. And this, angels and masters, Christ, unconditional love. Like, this is the rebirth. This is the homecoming of the bridegroom, or the groom bride. Maybe just the bridegroom. But of the union within, of like father, son, and mother. Through our consciousness, our mind, our energies, are we becoming focused on vibrating through this illusional reality into unconditional love, into truth. Like, we are in our truth as a whole divine collective. Like, you know, they can't burn us, they can't hang us, they can't crucify us. They just have to watch us, okay? This is our time. We did it. We left enough soul upon this planet so that we could come back and transmute it all back into the whole. It's all worth it. Like, it really was. And, you know, if this is new to you, or like if you're not there yet, you're gonna be. So you better be like, yes, I'm gonna claim that, because yes, this is all this is all this is you. Okay, all of it. 26, Amaru, a beautiful place. 8. 8. Well, 8, because it's 8 lines game. But 8, because we're in at the infinity, like we're moving, and everything's moving back into itself. And eventually it's just going to go into itself and collide itself and rebalance itself. And be rewritten back into that highest frequency. Because this is the golden age of the awakening. And I see the lion in this, and the horse, the wings, the butterfly, the lotus, the hummingbirds, the flowers, the volcanoes erupting, the phoenix. 2 volcanoes erupting. And like, if we've learned anything, is that the volcanic activity on the planet has been like the highest and the craziest recorded in its time the last couple of years. So movements coming, you know, the inner earth's rumbling, everything's activating. It's like everything's just vibrating off of itself, because it's being activated to higher frequencies. So the plants are feeding off the crystals and the elements, and the animals are feeding off the plants and the trees, and the light codes that are coming, and the solar rays. Everything is activating us. And as tight as the control thinks that they have it, they have not even got their nails sinking into it, and their fingers are popping off, and they're losing hold. So stay grounded and buckle in, because this is like, we in this ship together. The ship and the shift. We in the ship shift. What's that? Safety, strength, and power. 55. And it's like the aboriginal energy. The circle of life, the hand. Like, we're all one. We all have 5 fingers. Unless, you know, I'm not meaning that, but you know what I mean? Like, we all have the same biological makeup. We all come from a womb. You know, the science is in there, and it's like a clone or like any of that stuff, but I'm not talking about that. We're all the same breath of life from the Most High. Even the trees, everything. And the Aboriginals really knew what was up. They used everything. Like, they didn't waste anything. They knew everything had a soul. Everything had a purpose. Everything stayed. So, like, if you took the soul of an animal, you would bless it. Because, like, you wouldn't want to have it cursed. Because you ate it. You used it. You used what it was to keep you alive. So you want to give it life and respect it. That's like with everything. Like food. We should really just give life to everybody, because we all deserve it. We're all on this planet together. Like, in all facts, like, the only thing we're guaranteed in life is life, being born and dying. So, like, let's make the experience better for everybody and just bless everybody the greatness that they deserve. Amen. Praise God. Evolution, birthing the new, and that is the new. It's like love for you, love for you, love for everybody. Because we all deserve it. Like, not everybody may be born into love or like with the most healthy, nurturing nourishment of love that they need, but we can eventually choose to want that for ourselves and for others, because we all deserve it. We don't deserve, you know, all this crazy stuff being projected on us from society or from TV, like, oh, all this, like, murder and darkness. Like, nobody needs that. Like, how about we teach people a moral story and, like, raise people up and put people in a good mood? Make them feel joyful, not, like, suppressed. But that's what all this Lionsgate is for. Because that, I bet you, this is what's going to be leading us. So, okay, cool. So now we're going to go. We're going to do what this portal is removing from your energy. And this was the first thing that popped up, was isolation. Release. I use all the good stuff. So releasing isolation from spirit. We're releasing isolation in the projected external world. We're going inward. And all of those who have come before have went inward and finally have, like, bursted a bubble out into the collective that's, like, blowing the spells away, like, dispelling it all away, all the negativity. And everybody's going to be releasing it. And it might seem like they're, like, out of their minds, but there's so much power upon this planet from all of us that have went before for them to pull on and to use for their greatest good. And, you know, we all know what it's like to be pushed until our breaking. Though now there's going to be so much data and so many people out there that can share their stories. And if you have a story, start sharing it. Start sharing your wisdom. Because this is like the rebirth. Like, we are the books of Alexandra. Like, we hold the knowledge. And it's coming out. Because we're going to get self-worth. This is what we're replacing. All of this with mysticism. Yes. We're owning the unknown, the unseen, the supernatural. They're not, like, in the ways that they put, like, just put it out on TV, but through our own inner being, like, enlightenment. Like, huh, there is really somebody watching out for me, and that forgives me, and that loves me, and that is always there for me and talking to me in my kind voice that I'm listening to more and more now, because, you know, in a world that never showed it to us on the outside, it's starting to reflect. So now we can't be in doubt anymore. We have to have full faith, and we have to keep holding that space for the whole, for the collective, for the future generations, for the most gifted, beautiful minds that are going to be birthed onto this planet, the biggest souls and the biggest hearts, because they're the golden children. And all the rainbow seeds and children that came before came together and birthed this new age. Oh, it's just golden. It's golden. Self-worth is returning. Because with spirit, with soul, we have self-worth. We remember who we are. We can leave all of that behind. And everything, surrender it. Surrender it to the higher power. Surrender it to your ancestors. And let them know that, like, you know, you're going to make that choice to say no more. And you're going to do everything that you can consciously do with their support, knowing that they are rooting for you, because when you get freed, they get freed. All the generation gets freed. And that's what we have to do. Free generations. Free ancestral. Free any curse and low vibration. Okay, let's go. What is this portal getting our divine collective spirit? Most high spirits, vibrations. The cloak. This is the cloak of, like, I want to say admiration, but see, the cloak of the breaking free, like, cloaked from all low vibrations, all low frequencies. Like, as long as you keep on your path and stay conscious to your awareness to, like, actively, you know, manifest and work with the law, with the universe, with the higher forces. Like, this cloak is just going to knock everything off you. Like, yeah, okay. Like, you think Neo was bendy in that movie? You're going to be like, oh, you don't even have to bend. It's just going to be, like, coming off you, like, at, like, 100 feet away. Like, not even kind of just ricocheting and, like, melting into the earth. Like, no, I'm pretty sure that we've all set our intentions one by one that this energy no longer exists on this planet. And since we're all vibrating at a higher frequency, we're gonna have that come into fruition, because that's just how it works. Okay, we have 11 and 5, 6, 5, 5. Yeah. Okay, find spirits. And then the Most High. What is this portal giving us as a divine collective? This portal giving us as a divine collective. And as, like, I don't want to say that, like, reward, but, like, as a manifestation due to all our collective efforts. Due to all our collective efforts. It's coming towards us. Energy. Oh, believe. Oh, belief. Because we believed without seeing, and now we get to see it. So yeah, now it's like belief is going to be like boom. Just like pumping out frequency into the world. Our awareness, see, oh, it's like the Divine Mother's like all over these cards. And the Sisterhood of the Rose growing. Oh, the fairies. Like, this is like, this is the time. These are the times. And we are so lucky. Let's just say thank you to the Divine Mother, our Cosmic Mother, our Internal Mother, the whole Mother, the Mother that has been suppressed and put into low vibrations, as we have freed her through going and moving through our own mind, our own psyche, seeking higher vibrations. Like, she's just wrapped around us, like from all the chakras, especially the womb, holding the Sacred Heart, the Holy Spirit, just hands on the shoulders, having your back. See all these light codes, all these activations. Like, this is all of us just here, boom, pumping all over the world. You know? All participation matters, and it is all what has brought us here and into our new earth. Like, things are just gonna start getting real lit. Like, it's gonna be so cool. Believe, like, believe that higher power, that the cosmic universal womb that birthed you and all that is holding you, is watching over you, is every way of the way putting you in the life that you're in right now, to teach you to choose, to claim back your power, to give you the tools and the strength that you need to keep on moving, to get you back off your knees, to pick you up quicker. You know, like, fall on your face 1,000,000 times. Like, we're all going to still fall on our face, but we're going to learn from it. And we're going to, like, embrace it more. Because we're going to be like, yeah, look at that. we did that, or like survived that, or got through that. And then that's our testimony, and our testimony helps us, you know, inspire other people. And like when we're all inspired to be better and do better and be kinder and be nicer, like the whole existence of life, all lives are gonna benefit. All lives matter, right? Like there ain't no lives and no trees, no water, like ain't no lives, nobody else. Okay. Awareness, like yes, our awareness is like, look at the divine, like thank you, child, like oh, you've freed the suppression of the feminine, especially and the toxic masculine, and you've done it through yourself and like brought it back to life. Like, can you hear that? All the angels, ancestors, guides, ascendant masters, elementals, animal spirits, everything is just like singing, because we're answering the call as a whole. I love it. Okay. How will this portal change us as a whole? The whole divine collective. How will this portal change us? Sensual, ethereal touch. Her grace. See? Oh, we're being 3 into 1. Oh, the light field. Contemplation. Because we're seeking, we're going within, like people are going within, like seeking answers. And they're seeking better answers from within than they are from the external experience. The light field is activating 3 into 1. Like, this is Mother, Father, God, and you becoming whole in this existence. Ethereal touch, like your guides can touch you more than they could have ever done before. Contact is here. Fire. Nice. We have soul contact with ourselves, through ourselves. Like we don't need to look outside of Earth. We don't even need to look outside of our own bedrooms for the answers. We need to look within in meditation and contemplation, in calmness, in silence, in observation. Like, thank you, all of you soul workers out here. Her grace, like she is home. Like all of her on these, like even on my Instagram, like she's just coming through. She Shekinah, she Sophia, she Divine Mother, she the goddess lit back into balance, integrated. Not being manipulated or used or suppressed into lower vibrations. Free to be who she chooses to be. The choice is hers. And hers in everybody's psyche. Because we all have masculine and feminine energies. Sensual awakening, the lovers. The breaking of division. The breaking of, oh, this is dark, this is light. Yeah, they both are here that exist, but how do we choose to interact with them? How do we choose to feel about them? How do we choose to say their existence into being? Do we cast shade or do we cast blessings and wish for all to vibrate at its highest of frequency? Because then we all can. Towering magnificence. This is like heaven, like, hey, what up? Can you see us? We're here. And yeah, heaven is here. Amazing. Okay. So this portal, I don't know if I just answered that. Let's go into some Lemuria cards. Divine Spirit, and the Most High, for our greatest, highest good, just clarity and truth. And what we need to hear and what we need to listen to. What is this portal giving us as a divine collective? Heart of ascension, expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. Oops. Yes. Freedom from the past, from the low, from the constraint. Dispelling. Like, let them try to distract people and do whatever they want. Those people can stay listening to what they want to listen to. But for those who are doing this ascension, this is it. Like whale teaching. Depth of experience and healing. Teacher and mentor. Share wisdom. Share, you know, because we're all going to remember things differently, but we were all there recording things. Our soul has the records. Our Akashics has the records. So we need to get more into tune with that. And don't think you're crazy, because you're not. Think the outside world is crazy, like the news. Like, oh my God. But like the new news is the gnosis. Ooh, gnosis. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Star connection. Oh my God. It's like my soul connection, like right in there. Star, soul, difference, not much. Guidance from the stars, galactic self, unified field. Like all of us star beings are activating through our DNA. Like we are holding the new tone. And it's like we're international beings of soul here, holding all different types of knowledge, of wisdom, of gifts, of abilities. Like this is the grand awakening, because we're awakening to wanting to be a higher minded being of soul, knowing that we are soul having a human experience. And we don't want to be a slave to the human experience, because like, no, we want to be a free being and soul, because we are ether and matter, spiritualized matter, new life, sparkles, bending in the light. Okay, so yeah, we're beaming. I was gonna say beaming in the light, because it's just coming down the two infinities, the 8-8. And the mirroring souls. Like this is us going back to whole after the fall of Atlantis. Like there's no more separation. Like the ego is being demolished, and all of its negative traits and negative vibrations, frequencies, and energies. So the whole HE double hockey sticks negative world is melting and burning into itself, because we're absorbing all the darkness, and we know it's there. Like it could be there, like on the outskirts of whatever street. We know it's there. Though, are we going to interact with it? No. Are we going to wish it the best? Yes. Are we going to try to fix it? No. We're going to detach, and we're going to let the Most High work. And the Most High is love. And let love try to find its way into where it needs to go when it needs to get there. And that's usually with divine time. We can't be pushing it on people, because people aren't ready. And when they're ready, they will choose to seek and choose to change and choose to be. And the whales, this is like the water, the Merkaba here again. Star of David, the tree of life, and all this gold bordering. The whale's so free, like. And you know, if you're somebody that's like a super sensitive soul and all, like, the world disasters are just like breaking your heart. If you're watching the news and all that stuff, know that it's to rebalance the frequencies. And I always just tell myself that the animals are just going back to their home, to where they are free, to not suffer from plastic. So please recycle from overpopulation, pollution, you know, because this is the this is the renaissance, like, but the resonance is changing of the frequencies, vibrations, and energies. So sometimes that's just what happens. The transition has to happen, and sometimes that's from the physical back into the spiritual. The spirit animals are just like living life, breathing all that clean etheric air, like new earth, all these pretty colors. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You know, thank you to all our spirit animals and guides. We love you, we honor you, we thank you. And family of light, 11. Signs, guidance, innate and ancient wisdom. The return of inner knowing. A soul school of soul teaching. Of the most ancient ways that we remember through awareness, through remembrance. Brings the resonance back into the golden light of the highest frequency of love. Amen. this one's just really going to activate us back into our highest of light. Let's see what we can activate. What are we activating, Jenny? This Lionsgate Portal 2021. Like, who else is in this? We excited. Crystal keys, the crystal children. You know, the crystals have been holding ancient wisdom for so long and hold their frequencies. They're like spices. They don't change, unlike music and sound. So as we've been returning the sound and the word back into the higher densities and frequencies, the crystals and crystalline children and Nubo children, earth angels have really been holding the fort so that those energies could work through us and to us. So anybody that's called to work with their crystals, you know, crystals are a staple in this house. You know, let's give our crystalline, our future crystalline children of the earth that are here now, that have been here and that will be here forever, all the crystals in the earth. We bless you where you came, where you grow, where you are, where you hold true tone. We thank you for being in our homes, on our bodies, and in our toolkits of divine tools, and helping us activate our divine rights. Like, crystals are some of our, like, you know, like, if we're going to use a term, let's call them our soldiers. You know, and energy, sleep those in your pillowcases, under your bed. Bathe with the ones that you can use, that you can put water on. You have to double check. Usually it's just the really nice tumbled ones you can put in the water. You can put them in the water you drink. You know, and they really help bring in and activate those frequencies for us and around us, through us, and to us. So, this portal is going to change. And that's a 224. That's stability. That's grounding. Manifesta. It's going to change our way to manifest from our heart, from our love, from our key, our golden key, our heart space, which is everywhere around here, our inner child, our pure divine innocence, core of creation, 3 sacral chakra, movement 9, solar plex chakra and root chakra, ground and center. Solar plexus, radiant illumination, like the crown chakra is integrating and our lower chakras are lit into the earth chakra. As above, so below. Let's just breathe that in. I think I'm going to use one of these two. What is being activated during this portal, divine spirit? Love, light, clarity, and truth of inner knowing. Joy. What is being activated for us during this portal? Physical health, vitality, strength, body image, balance. Because we are a soul in a human body. And we know that, like, how we love ourselves through our soul is how we will love our physical. And, you know, I've learned that, like, the last thing, like, not the last thing, but, like, one of the biggest components that you put into action is clearing your physical body after you clear all your energetic bodies and your auric body. Is your physical body, and like regaining that strength in your physical body helps your soul feel like more physical and grounded and more like, yeah. And you talk to yourself, you're like, come on, you can do it. Mind over matter, right? The body, you talk to the body. And our body is such a great machine. I just thank our bodies for housing such infinite souls, for being honest with our journey, for keeping us going. We love you. All shape, all sizes. Our throat chakra, our truth is coming out. Our word is being activated so we can speak and manifest things into existence from just feeling it through our heart, for knowing that we deserve it, for knowing that it's for our highest good, for feeling it for our highest good. and therefore for the highest good of all being activated. Personal boundaries, choice, assertiveness, empowerment, and authenticity. Yeah. No longer going with the crowd. Following what makes you feel good. Staying true to your soul's empowerment, to your inner child, to protecting your innocence. Your innocence from a spiritual stance. Not from the material world, but from where your soul is. Is your soul moral? Do you do unto others as you want done unto yourself? Do you know your truth? Do you know you're infinite? Do you know how infinite you are? Do you know that you are all of creation in action? Do you give gratitude for your breath, for the steps, for your heart, for the heart that is just this emerald gateway that can create anything into existence? And love is it. Love is where you get into that groove. Without love, nothing really is. Nothing really exists. Level the heart energy. Okay. What is being? Oh, how to take the most advantage out of this portal? So how can we take the most advantage out of this portal? Divine Spirit team. Confidence. Vibrational. When you have confidence and you believe in yourself and you believe in your vision and you believe in anything that it is. If you can believe that shit's bad, excuse my French, you can believe that things are going to be great or are great as they already are. And you know, if you can't be at great right now, I'm like, oh, being so sure. Just go with, they are going to be great. They're going to be great. So that you can start connecting to that voice that believes. And start tuning into that kind, loving, all, you know, innocent, nearly naive voice that's like, yes, yes. And you have to start, I am worthy. And that's when you start doing your affirmations. Listen to them when you sleep. When you get ready in the morning. There's so many available on YouTube. Because this is what you deserve. You owe this to yourself. Like you just do. How to move through this portal. And how to take the most advantage of this portal. Divine Mother, since you're coming in, please give us some guidance for our greatest, highest good, please. Oh, Our Lady of Innocence. Our Lady of Charity. Our Lady who sends the angels. Oops. Sorry, guys. And our energy. Okay. And our energy of the ocean of rebirth, the emotions, the heart. We are rebirthing the whole existence of programmed consciousness. And we are reattuning ourselves in alignment with the divine. And that's all that there is to it. And you are helping, everybody is helping. And we're doing this together. The ocean of rebirth. The rebirth of love, of feelings, of energy, emotion. Our Lady of Innocence. Your innocence is yours and you deserve it. You deserve your innocence as long as you actively ascend into higher consciousness, because you're actively participating in your betterment and therefore the betterment of all that came before you and all that will come after you. 44. This is your charity to yourself, to humanity, is to save yourself through the Savior, through the Christ. Unconditional love. And Christ is unconditional love. It is time that we resurrect it and that we rebirth it. And have confidence in that the world deserves this. You deserve this. I deserve this. Animals deserve this. Nature deserves this. Earth deserves this. All of our ancestors deserve this peace, so that they can support us for our highest good and the ascension of our bloodlines to come. For the schools to come. For the societies to come. For the communities to come. This is our legacy. And it is done. Our Lady who sends angels. This, to me, would be like, this would be like Sophia and the Gnostics, which would be like seeing the Sisterhood of the Rose with all that halo of wisdom and the peacock feathers that came, and even though the demiurge and the fall happened, she knew that her warriors, her daughters, would come to cast and rebuke them off of this planet through their own existence. You know? And she knows that they have no power. And this is the end of the Draco existence. The Draco star. And the lower vibrational entities that never had control in the first place. They only had really, really manipulative, illusional tactics. And goodbye to that. Okay, so how to move through this portal with ease. Divine Spirit. How can we as a Divine Collective move through this 9-gate 888 portal with ease? Codependency, keep your freedom. Leave codependency to the external world and depend more on your soul and your spirit and your team. On love. On your heart and where it's guiding you. Not the pressures of society or of those that have yet to step into their awakening. Because there's nothing more that suppression needs than suppression, than suppressed beings. And there's nothing misery needs more than company. Movement needed. So to move through this portal with ease, we need movement. We need to consciously agree, see the two births, to allow the mother and the father to be our guiding force. The higher force, see two trees, codependency. We are whole. We're not bound to another. No one else holds the key nor the lock to our freedom other than we, as individuals. So this is our purpose, is to be a soul ascending and growing. Self-love and nurture. All the self-love. 28. All this. And 53. All the self-love that you need. Take those spiritual baths. Go for those walks. Meditate. Say those affirmations. Journal. Color. Play. Dance. Cook. Eat. Try new things. And anything to help with your inner child. See, innocence and divinity. Anything to regain your innocence. And your innocence is you being free from judgment, from caring what other people think. Because nobody can be you, nobody can do it like you, nobody has to do what you do. Because you are the one soul that is destined for your blueprint. And the more you own your unique individuality, the better the world will be. And we need you. New Earth needs you. This epic existence that is just right a shift away from every being. We need you to join us. Join us. New Earth is here for you. Release all that no longer serves this lion's gate. And give it to the earth. Say, Gaia, please take all this energy that no longer serves me. That no longer makes me feel uplifted, no longer makes me feel comfortable or good. Please take it and use for it for your own good, for your own ascension. Return to balance and return me to balance, Gaia. Because we all deserve this. Every animal in the ocean deserves a clean ocean without any toxins and plastics. So again, please recycle. Just do it, okay? I know you guys probably do because you're amazing and you're divine people. So, like, I think I'm going to start becoming, like, a big recycle pusher. Like, recycle! Angel of clear audience, listen. Listen to the messages. You're not crazy. Those things that come into your awareness, follow the trail, go into those rabbit holes, search, because it's going to lead you to who you are. And when you know who you are, your truth will set you free. Angel channeling, urn of clairvoyance. Like, all of the psychic gifts are... 26 here again, 26 here with 2 9s over here too. But the spiritual gifts, just set your intentions. Write yourself a journal entry and be like, higher self. Say her name, his name, if you know it, if you've named her or him. If it's going to be a unicorn, it could be a unicorn. Whatever it is. Activate those gifts, because we need these gifts in the future to heal those coming, the next waves and the next waves and the next waves. If 144 resonates with you, then you know what I mean. So set those intentions. This is our gateway. This is our portal. It could take us a year, 2 years to master, to really get into the hang, the swing of those. But that is our dedication. That is our purpose. This is our confidence. And our divinity is knowing that this is what we came here to do. And there's no going back. We in this. The shift is on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, dun, dun, dun. Okay, we're going to close it out. And we're going to do message from the higher realms. Oh, message from the higher realms. Okay, let's do message from Gaia first. And then we're going to do this one, I think. Okay. Divine Spirit, Gaia, as we help each other ascend and as we give you all energy that no longer serves. And we thank you for all of your dedication and housing all of us here upon your ever-giving cycles of life. Gaia is a part of you. Gaia, see, give Gaia the stuff. She's the queen of transmutation. Like, way. Same with Sophia. Gaia, the consciousness, grids of this planet. We're all created at the same time you were, through the same energies you were, from the same source you were. That is why Gaia is a part of you. Like, thank you, Source Creator, for cleansing my energy, those listenings' energy, Gaia's energy, all life that has been upon this planet's energy. Like, just bless everything from the bigger picture. When you do, everybody wins. Gaia is a partner. The planet is changing, and the indigenous were right. They lifted the dirt in their hands and said, this is life. The consciousness of Gaia is aligned with your own consciousness. That's why it feels so good to simply be in nature. Get out in nature. Okay, message from the higher realms now. Divine Spirit. Ooh. Yes. Okay. Aww. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these better because those are some of the cards that I was working on earlier. Okay, message from the higher realms, please. There you go. Achievement! Focus on what makes you victorious. Oh my god. Like the galactic. She's just holding and gazing into like her heart light. Like, I'm just this infinite graced soul that's here on this planet to activate change and to raise the great awakening and to abolish all pain and low vibrations. Like, yes, we are. Good on ya. Seek the truth. Okay. I'm gonna see it. Okay, good. Message from the higher realms, please, divine spirits of love and light. Family, belonging, community, culture, and tribe. Like, we all gonna start connecting soon, and like, we're gonna enjoy this. Yes, we are here, we are home, we are allowed, we are proud, we are free, and look, the line. Oh my god, intuition, knowing, seeing, trust, gut instincts, like, solar plexus, line, 888, like, frequency shift. Like, this is the shift. Like, music to the soul's ears. Oh, it's amazing. Okay. Message from the higher realms, please, divine spirit. Inner child. Okay. Yes. And we're back. Oh my God. Compassion. Playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. That innocence is returning. Because we are the divine children. Like, can we say it? The innocence is returning. Our inner children are born and gonna be living free. Like, living free. Like, we are already free. You're free. You are free. I am free. They are free. Divine beings, kudos to all of you. Compassion, caring, empathy, acceptance, and gentleness. And this is what we need to hold space for now with the collective as we get to live in New Earth, and as we start grounding New Earth into existence by living in it and being it and representing it. You know, we build it and they will come. Like, this is heaven on earth. And, you know, anybody that maybe has doubt that life is this fun and exciting, like, it is. And we're praying for you. And welcome to New Earth. This is your home forever. You're never leaving. Okay, a message from the higher realms, please. We're going to close this out because I'm making a mess. That's okay. Okay, abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks. You may have a fairyland and human land. Oh, hold on. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks. You may have any negative thought forms and attachments in fairyland and in human land. There's enough abundance for everyone, and there really, truly is. You gotta think about it. Once I listened to something and it was like, think about all the banks in the world and how much money is in there and whatever there is. Like, what do they call those? I don't know. Like those safety security boxes and blah, 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 and jewels and blocks of gold and blah, blah, blah. Right? So, like, if you think about how much that is, like, you have to think, like, in your own city alone, like, there's just infinite amount of abundance. There's abundance in love and food and knowledge and wisdom and care and kindness and riches and anything, really. Anything. So just claim what you want because it's yours and just be ready to receive. Don't worry about the how ifs. Just follow those gut instincts and follow the lines roar, and you're going to get there. Okay? Magical blessings. Wherever you're going, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Bless everyone. Bless everything. Blessings on everybody. Everybody bless you. Bless you. Bless. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe one more of these. Message from the higher realms. Romantic love at the bottom. Healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Harmonizing, because that's what we're doing. Thank you for healing. Thank you for surrendering all that no longer serves you to this huge portal that is available to us. 8-8. Many blessings to all. Thank you for staying focused and in your faith and in your belief. For welcoming the Most High, the Mother, Father, Divine God in your life and letting them just work in their magnificent and divine ways. Hang in there. You have so much support. You're never alone. You haven't went through this alone. All pain, all feelings, all emotions, everything is valid of a feeling, and you are worthy of feeling your way into something new. Anytime, all the time, about anything. About the past, present, future. And this is your choice. This is your power. And I Bless you with the power of choice to choose and to have your awareness show you, and your heart and your feelings show you where you're at so that you can choose where you're going. Mastery. Master your light and your dark. Master the choice between the two. Heal your shadow, your inner child. Heart chakra activations. Like, do we need to say more? This is our earth heart, our star heart, our higher heart, our cosmic heart, our galactic heart. This is our infinite heart. This is our new heart, our flesh heart. Like, this is it. This is the grand heart space awakening. If you need some heart healing, please check out my heart healing video. My Instagram, just be love99. I do cards of the day, what comes up in channels for our divine collective, all of you all over the globe at this time and space. I know that we're all on mission and we're all parts of the whole, and that we wouldn't be able to do this without each other. So I bless your heart. I bless the hearts of all life and all humanity. Lionsgate energy and portals are here. Christ, Magdala, Christos, Sophia are here. Malkuth, Shekinah is home. The Most High is overseeing everything. And all illusions are falling. So surrender them with ease and embrace change, embrace evolution, embrace the return of yourself, of your soul. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much support, so many cheers. Woo! And like, you know, let's just like get so excited because we did it and it's starting to show. Bye, beautiful souls.